My name is Winta Ykeallo. I've attended Crescent Elementary School, Rehoboth Road Middle School, and I'm now a senior at Spalding High School. Some of my extracurriculars at school include varsity tennis. I've been playing tennis since my freshman year for Spalding. I'm also involved in some other clubs at school, like Beta Club. I currently serve as the Beta Club president. I'm also the National Honor Society president. I'm also student body president, and I'm involved in HOSA. Outside of 4-H, I'm also part of Junior Guild. I've been a part of it since my sophomore year, and I currently serve as secretary. And I'm also part of 4-H, which has been a big part of my life since 5th grade. And I think that because of 4-H, a lot of my achievements have come about because of that. One of those being cooking and grilling competitions, which is something I didn't know I was passionate about until I joined 4-H. And I decided to take that leap and try it, and I was able to win at state in chicken barbecue, turkey barbecue, and even some team competitions like food challenge. And that's led me to national competitions where I've gotten to meet and compete against 4-Hers from all around the country, which has been a great experience. I think a point in my life that was really impactful in terms of my educational experience was during elementary school, specifically 3rd through 5th grade, because I had some really great teachers who realized that I could handle more than what was being given to me in the classroom. And so I distinctly remember after I finished all my classwork, they would give me more assignments to do or teach me maybe some math problems or math concepts that were just beyond what we were learning in the classroom and stuff that they think that I could handle. And I keep that idea with me today because I continue to tell myself I can handle more than I think I can, and I should continue to push myself every day. I'm not sure where I'm headed for college yet, but I plan on attending a college this fall, and my goal is to major in biology on the pre-med track and hopefully attend medical school. I would love to become a physician, and I'm really passionate about working with kids and hope to work in pediatrics. I've gotten the opportunity to work with children through summer camps and different kinds of Crescent Elementary School parties or events or with other schools in the area. And I think that because of that, I've developed a passion for working with kids, and it's even sparked my passion to become a camp counselor this summer. So I'm going to spend 7 weeks at Rock Eagle 4-H Center this summer, and I get to work with kids and hopefully help them fall in love with 4-H and just serving others around them. I think that if I were to give my younger self or even my younger sibling a piece of advice, it would be not to seek validation from others. I feel like when you're younger or even during that transition between middle and high school, it's really easy to compare yourself to others or to seek validation from others and only feel happiness and fulfillment when they're giving you that happiness or when they're giving you that validation. But I'll just tell my younger self that in 10 years from now, when you're off in college and pursuing your own passions, those words and that validation is not going to matter at all. So don't let it define you. I think that if I were to give my older self any piece of advice, I would remind myself of the saying, don't bite off more than you could chew. And I think it's because even now, I sometimes struggle to keep my extracurriculars, my academics, and feel like I'm still succeeding. Sometimes I forget that I have a good GPA. I'm involved in a lot of extracurriculars, but I keep telling myself I need to accomplish more. I need to be involved in more when I'm really doing great as I am. So I would tell my older self, especially with the path that I want to go down, because medical school and just pre-med in general is very demanding. I would just tell myself, don't bite off more than you can chew. Keep your priorities straight, and you're doing great wherever you are. I think a quote that has given me a lot of inspiration, it goes along the lines of success is not about your academic success, but it's more about the impact that you make on the world. And I think that's important to me because I have learned the importance of service through organizations like Junior Guild, where I get to serve my community. And I think serving others and seeing the kind of happiness and fulfillment that has brought me has made me realize that life is more than just a 4.0 GPA. It's more than just having that so-called best occupation or a lot of wealth, but fulfillment and success can come from just making others happy. I think a piece of advice that has been given to me that has been really helpful is that fear is just an obstacle, and to not let it define you and to not let it stop you. I think that that's helped me in a lot of public speaking competitions or maybe situations where I've had to get on stage in front of people or take on leadership positions. I have just told myself that fear is an obstacle. It's just a barrier. If you can use it as a motivator and help you push past those obstacles, you can succeed in so much in life. I think a moment in life where I faced adversity goes back to the question I just answered about fear. Back when I was a freshman in high school, my agent, my program assistant, and my county 4-H program asked me if I wanted to run for a position for our district office. And I immediately was like, no, I do not want to get up on stage in front of a bunch of people and tell them why they should vote for me and have to campaign for 24 hours. I used that fear as an obstacle at the time. I told myself that I could not do it, and I used the fear as an obstacle. So I later decided to run, and I told myself, okay, well, now I have to push this fear aside, and how am I going to do that? How am I going to be innovative and get people to vote for me when I was a freshman who didn't know many people and was running against people who were a few years older than me? So the most important part during this campaigning process was during my 2 minutes on stage, where I had to get up in front of everyone and just tell them why they should vote for me. That was kind of my moment to convince them. And so I told myself, what am I going to do? So I came up with a slogan, and I took the Walking in a Winter Wonderland song. I did Walking in a Winter Wonderland, and I dressed up as a snowman. And then for my 2 minutes on stage, I did something kind of crazy. I just took the Snoop Dogg remix from Walking in a Winter Wonderland, and I worked with my program assistant, and we changed the rap lyrics, and I went up on stage and just rapped. That was my moment to convince everyone to vote for me. I just went up there and I rapped. And I remember being terrified because no one wants to get up on stage in front of hundreds of people and rap a Snoop Dogg rap. But I was like, I've got to do this if I want to get elected. So I pushed that fear aside, went up on stage, did that, and I guess it worked because I got elected. So ever since then, I have used that advice and also that moment to remind myself that fear is just an obstacle. Fear should be your motivator, because if you use fear as a motivator, you will accomplish so much in life. I think that if I were talking to a parent who's contemplating about putting their student in the school system, I would tell them that it starts from home. If you are a supportive parent and you're there for your child and you're encouraging your child, there's no reason why they can't succeed in our school system. Through Spalding High School, I've had some great teachers. Even through Rehoboth and Crescent Elementary School, I've had some great teachers who have supported me, who have pushed me. I talked about my positive educational experience earlier, where I had teachers as early as elementary school who were pushing me to go beyond what I can do. And I think that motivation has continued because I've had parents at home who were also supportive and pushed me to do the same thing. So I think that if you're contemplating about putting your student in the school system, parent who is going to be there for your child and help your child, there's no reason why they can't succeed. There's plenty of opportunities for them. Even now at Spalding, I've enjoyed taking dual enrollment classes. I get to go to Gordon twice a week and take advantage of the classes they offer and get college credit through that. I've been able to take AP classes through the school that have given me a glimpse into what my college course load is going to look like. I think those have been some great aspects that the school system has been able to provide for me.